Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Katerina, or Kat if you're new here, and this is my channel of everything cozy, bookish, and lifestyle related. And first, I'm going to apologize if my throat is kind of a little low or scratchy today. I kind of woke up with like this weird thing going on, so it's a great way to start the weekend and a great way to start this reading vlog, because I am going to be doing another reading vlog with a fun little addition to the reading vlog, one that I've wanted to do, one that I've seen everywhere. I'm going to be attempting a 24-hour reading challenge. Now, let me define what a 24-hour reading challenge for me is, because I've seen this video done multiple different ways. I've seen the 24 hours straight, where you read literally a full 24 hours non-stop through the night. And then there's the 24 hours where you break it up into days, or you break it up by your timer and you do 24 hours over a consecutive number of days. And so for me, I'm actually going to be using my timer, and I'm going to be trying to read as much as I can every single day until I hit that 24-hour mark. Today is Friday. I have the full day to myself, because I'm hoping to be able to read those 24 hours within the next 3 days. We shall see. Let's talk about the books that I am planning on reading during this 24-hour period. So the first book that I plan on picking up during this 24-hour reading challenge is one that I've already started 3 days ago, and that is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Yes, if you don't know about what this book is about, definitely go check the 100 other videos on TikTok, on YouTube, and even all of the posts on Instagram. This book is very popular. It's very hyped. I am about 118 pages in. I'm decently enjoying it. There's another book that I have also started that I would like to finish, but if I don't, that's okay, and that is She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan. Most likely I'm going to need a break between books, so I am going to attempt to pick up Kakuryo, Bed and Breakfast for Spirits by Waiko Ioka. I feel like this would be a very cozy fall read, since it is September and it's a bed and breakfast for spirits. So these are the books I'm going to attempt to read in the 24-hour reading challenge. We're going to see how this is going to go. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to complete this challenge. We're going to do this. So let's get into this 24-hour reading challenge. Hey guys, so I'm coming in with a reading update for you. So I started this challenge, this 24-hour reading challenge, at 9 a.m. this morning, and let me just tell you, this is where we are at in this reading challenge. We still have 21 hours and 19 minutes to go, and it is 4 p.m. 11 a.m. me and my mom went out for lunch, and we went to the bookstore. So here we are, quite a time later. Haven't gotten much reading done in the afternoon, but that's okay. It is 4 o'clock now. I have now the entire evening, the rest of the afternoon and evening, to catch up on my reading. But let me give you a quick update on Fourth Wing. Okay. Oh my gosh. So we made it to the threshing, and that is all I'm going to tell you. If you don't know what the threshing is, you have to pick up the book and read it. And there was a situation that happened in the threshing, that scene that happened in the threshing, where I was squealing like a mad woman and flipping out and having a moment to myself, and I'm just like, oh my god, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen, and it happened. But anyways, I am not halfway through yet. Hopefully we'll get halfway through. I think I can get a very good chunk of this book done once I start reading here in a little bit. So yeah. how's it going? It is the next day and I thought I would give you guys a reading update since I didn't do that last night. So yesterday I ended up reading a total of, I think if I do the math right, 8 hours, 12 minutes, and 45 seconds. So I think that that was a really good start. 16 hours left to go for this reading challenge. I'm a little worried about that. So I did end up finishing Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, and holy shite, guys. That ending, I will say that ending definitely got me hooked and ready to read the next book. I think the next book comes out in November, so I'm glad I read this now. I ended up giving it a 4-star. It was really good. I'm gonna say that. I was pleasantly surprised. Yes, it is a romance fantasy. I will say that. The plot of the book is very heavy on the romance, whereas in the plot, world building, and fantasy elements are definitely subplots, which is kind of why I gave it a 4-star over like a 4.5 or 5 stars. I'm a person that really likes world building and plot, and while we get some of that in here with like the discussion of the dragons and like, you know, some of the dragon history and some of the world building that's going on around our main character, we didn't get as much as I would have liked. After reading a fantasy, I'm not really ready to go into historical fiction or historical fantasy as of the moment. So I actually ended up going to the library earlier this morning and I ended up picking up The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. She's the author, I believe, of the Inheritance games, which I have not read yet. However, I've been told that The Naturals is like young adult Criminal Minds, where all these young adult individuals has natural gifts, they're geniuses, and I thought that that was really interesting. I'm gonna give it a shot, I'm gonna give it a try, we're gonna see what happens. Kind of need something just easy to read, something quick and easy, and I'm picking up Mooncakes. This is by Wendy Zhu, and this just seems so cute. It is a graphic novel, and then if I finish these, then maybe we'll go back to She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker. So definitely feeling a little bit sicker right now. Anyways, coming at you with another reading update. We finished Mooncake. I found that this was absolutely adorable. I loved the amount of representation in this book. We have a witch that is hard of hearing, and so she has hearing aids. We have a wolf that's non-binary, and I believe we have a set of grandmothers that are gay. It takes place in this bookstore, but it's also like serves as a witch store, and there is a like demon running around. So there wasn't very much buildup plot-wise or character-wise, and I really feel like I wanted to know more about the characters and their relationship and how they got to this point. But it is a graphic novel. I give it 3.75 stars. We are now going to be moving on to our next book, and that is The Natural by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I'm very interested to see how this is gonna go. Hey, hi there. How's it going? We made it through another entire day of reading. I cannot even begin to explain how much reading I did yesterday. We did around 12 hours of reading because we are at today being Sunday, we are at 3 hours, 43 minutes, and 32 seconds of reading left on our 24-hour timer. That is a lot of reading, guys. I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling a little bit exhausted from reading. Like, my brain just doesn't want to look at words anymore. So with that being said, let me give you a reading update on what I finished, what I'm reading, what I'm going to read, and what we're going to do in these next 3 hours and 42 minutes. So I did finish The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This was a very addictive. I can see why people are obsessed with this book series. The writing, the story, the plot is very addictive. And it has you turning the pages. Absolutely enjoyable. I did not think that I was gonna enjoy this as much as I did. I'm really new to like the thriller kind of genre. I understand that this is a YA thriller, but I don't read a lot of thrillers. I did give this a 3.75 stars, not because it was awful at all. Once again, this book wasn't awful. It is a YA thriller though. Let's underline the word YA. It is a young adult thriller. I wasn't a fan of some of the character development in the book, and also I felt like there were times that I was able to guess the plot. Now there is one thing in this book that really hit the rating hard, and I'm not going to say what it is, but there is a trope, a very specific trope that I have never loved. I didn't like it when it first came out. I didn't like it now. I think if you know this book and you know the characters, you know what trope you might know what trope I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, DM me. I'll tell you what it is. So other than that, it was really amazing. It was very addictive. I really enjoyed it, and I do now plan on picking up and buying the whole entire series. Then I did pick up volumes 1 and 2 of Kakuryo Bed and Breakfast for Spirits. This was an absolutely adorable series. I do rate manga series, but how I rate them is more based off of the art style as well as like plot progression throughout the series. And so far for these first 2 volumes, I did give them 4 stars. So let's talk about the book that I plan on reading the next 3 hours and 42 minutes. This was one that was sent to me by the publisher, so it is an ARC, but the book is out now, and that is Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer, I believe, Mayer. And at first I wasn't going to pick up this book. I'm like, this doesn't really seem like something that I would enjoy, but the more that I'm hearing about it and the more that some of my friends have been talking about it, as well as the fact that this book seems to be picking up on TikTok, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it an attempt. This seems like it's a hyped book. We're gonna pick this up and see how far we can get in the next 3 hours and 42 minutes. Hey friends, so we made it to the end of another reading vlog, and we officially accomplished reading within 24 hours. I will say that that was very difficult. We started off Friday with me pretty much being gone for quite a few hours, spending time with my mom and my family, and so that really cut into my reading time. Not only that, there were moments where, especially on Saturday, where I was just so sick and tired of reading. My brain was not computing what I was reading. Now, will I do this reading challenge in the future? Absolutely, because I got so much reading done. In the past 3 days, I did the math, I have read 1,823 pages and I finished 6 books. That is quite an accomplishment. So let's talk about the books that I did finish during this 24-hour period. So the first book that I finished is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. As I said, this was quite surprising. I really didn't think that I would like it. However, I really enjoyed it and I'm very excited for Iron Flame. And I think I said that I gave this a 4.5 stars. That still stands. Then from there we picked up Mooncakes by Wendy Zhu, Suzanne Walker, and Jomette Gill. Once again, as I said, this was absolutely adorable. I did give this one a 3.75 stars. Then from there we completed The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I really enjoyed this. This was also very surprising for me. Didn't think I would like it, however, I loved the criminal mind aspect of it. I love the different characters. And I gave this one, I think, a 3.5 or 3.75 stars. I don't remember, I'd have to look back. Then we completed volumes 1 and 2 of Kakuryo Bed and Breakfast for Spirits by Weiko Ioka. These 2 volumes were absolutely adorable. I think there's 9 volumes out. I do plan on continuing this series. Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. This was the most surprising out of all the books. I was adamant that I wasn't gonna read this one. I read the back of it and I'm like, I'm not gonna like this. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick this up. It seems like it's a fluffy read, so I'm just gonna read it. Now, was this book perfect? Absolutely not. There were quite a few issues with it. There's a lot of issues with the plot that I found. Some of the characters felt 2D. However, that being said, I did give this book a 4-star rating. I really enjoyed it. This book was so hilarious. This follows a main character who she's down on her luck. Her father has this magical illness and he's not able to work. Her younger sister is obviously too young to work and she needs to get a job, and she just lost her job at the blacksmith for a reason, and and it plays a part in this plot. And so she's out in a forbidden forest where there is the villain. He is like the bad guy of this story, and he ends up giving her a job after she pretty much saves him, but not saves him. Think of like the Renaissance era, but funny. That's what this was. This is fluffy. This isn't like the best top-tiered fantasy, high quality. This is supposed to be a cozy fantasy, and it does deliver on that. So, alright guys, so there are all the books that I finished during this 24-hour reading challenge. This was quite fun. Definitely let me know if you've read any of these books. I would love to know your opinion. Also, make sure to like this video if you enjoy videos like this, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!